I'm Pradeep and I'm from India and my state is called Kerala, and I would like to welcome to our point of view story. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, point of view stories, please go to YouTube and look for Pradeep's English mini story or Pradeep's mini story. So because I have already uploaded 2 mini stories there, because I want you to listen that mini story first and come back here, because those 2 mini story and these point of view stories are really connected. So I want you to listen to that, the story that I uploaded on YouTube, and come back here. Okay, so alright, so I'm gonna start today's lesson by telling you the same story that I uploaded on YouTube, and I'm gonna start today's story as if it is going to happen to Puppy the cat. Okay, so let's get started there. There is a cat, and the cat wants to study at a school. So Puppy the cat tries himself to study at the school, but it's not successful because the management tells Puppy that he is not allowed to study at the school. So Puppy is upset. He's upset because he is not allowed to study at the school, right? So Puppy decides to see a movie, and during that movie, Puppy is gonna see a man sitting next to him, and the man's name is Thomas. And after the movie finishes, Puppy seems again upset, and Thomas asks Puppy, why do you seem upset again? And Puppy says, I am upset because the school management tells me that I am not allowed to study at the school. So Thomas tells Puppy, no problem, you are allowed to study at my school because I'm the principal of that school. And Puppy is happy now because he is allowed to study at the school. Alright, so that's end of our first point of the story. And in that story, I've told you that as if the story was happening to Puppy the cat. Alright, in our second point of the story, I'm going to tell you the same story as if the story will be happening to Puppy the cat. So let's imagine the story will be happening 8 years in the future. So I'm going to tell you the same story as if the story will be happening 8 years from now. So 8 years in the future, there will be a cat named Puppy the cat, and Puppy will want to study at a school. So Puppy is going to try himself to study at the school, but it will not be successful because the management is going to tell Puppy that he is not allowed to study at the school because Puppy will be a cat, right? So Puppy will upset, and Puppy is going to decide to see a movie, and during that movie, Puppy is going to see a man will be sitting next to him, and the man's name will be Thomas. And after the movie will finish, Thomas is going to ask Puppy, why do you seem upset? And Puppy will say, I'm upset. I will be upset because the school management is going to tell me that I will not be allowed to study at the school. So Thomas will be telling Puppy, no problem, you will be allowed to study at my school because I will be the principal of that school. So Puppy will be happy because now he will be able to study at Thomas's school, right? Alright, that's end of our second point of the story, and in that story I have told you as if the story was going to happen to Puppy. Alright, let's go for our third point of the story, and in that story I'm going to tell you the story from my point of the story. So you have to imagine, or you have to pretend the story will be going to happen from my side. So I will be, which means I'm going to tell you the story from my point of view story, okay? So let's imagine the story will be happening from my side. Alright, hello, I'm Pradeep and I'm a cat. So I'm going to tell you one story that happened to me few years in the past, okay? So I was a cat and I wanted to study at a school. So I tried myself to study at the school, but it was not successful, because the management told me that I was not allowed to study at the school because I was a cat, right? So I was a little upset, and I decided to see a movie, and during that movie I had seen a man was sitting next to me, and the man's name was Thomas. So after the movie, Thomas asked me, after the movie finished, Thomas asked me, what happened to you, Pradeep? And I said I was upset because the school management told me that I was not allowed to study at the school. So Thomas asked me, or Thomas told me, no problem, I was allowed because I was allowed to study at his school. So I was a little happy now because I was allowed to study at Thomas's school, right? Alright, that's end of our third point of view story, and also at the end of our all point of view story, and I have something to tell you. Please listen to the mini stories that I uploaded on YouTube, and also please listen to these that I'm going to upload it on YouTube. So please understand what I have said in each point of view stories and mini stories, and understand and try to answer some questions in our mini stories. Okay, this will give you a lot of practice, and please let me know what is your opinion about my stories and point of view stories, and I'm sure this will make me to go forward. And thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time with the new stories and with the point of view stories.